So I'm going to start this video with a personal and uplifting story. The story begins in 2020. I've spoken about this a lot, but not everyone will necessarily know. I'm going to keep it very short and sweet.
Can you close the window, please? It's freezing.
So anyway, 2020, pre-COVID, I was on prep. I didn't end up stepping on stage, but I was in my best shape at that time.
Can I just get it?
Go on, just get it, I don't care. Training in my back garden, and for some reason, became weaker. My right hand side, pressing movements, shoulder press, bench press, tricep extension, anything like that. But not only that, but I started to atrophy. So not only was I weaker, but I had literally started to shrink. I got weaker and I was getting smaller, and I thought, what the hell is going on? A discomfort in my right trap. Several months went by, I ended up getting an MRI. The result of the MRI was that I have severe spondylosis, and it meant the narrowing of the nerve canal here, which basically led to my muscle not firing correctly, they're not being worked, therefore it started to atrophy, therefore I was weaker, blah, blah, blah. From that point onwards, I was always looking everything pre-spondylosis, pre-diagnosis of that as my gold standard, that full and big. And I thought to myself, what if I can never get that again because of my condition? Even though it was called severe spondylosis, it seems to have backed off. It seems to have retreated quite a lot. How did I do that? Gave it time. I didn't do anything specific. It just seems to have calmed down. My strength is now back to probably very, very close to what it was before, which is great. But better than that, I'm no longer experiencing atrophy. But I still felt like I was at my fullest and biggest and best then. So it's a bit of a mind fight. The time's going on and I'm training really hard, but I'm actually not getting any better. Here we are now in April 2022. I trained at Spartan's gym where I used to train for 5 years. I managed to stand in the same spot and try and get the most accurate photos to sort of assess myself compared to my personal gold standard. I'm gonna put the photos up here and hopefully you'll see what I'm on about. So hopefully based on those photos, you can see that there is some notable improvements since that time. I wasn't really aware of this. I still thought my pre-spondylosis was my gold standard, but it now is my gold standard, which is a really positive and uplifting thing. So even with a potential lifelong condition that I have, I seem to have worked around it and got to a new height with my physique, which I'm really, really pleased about. So it's worth noting that I'm not only heavier in body weight, but I'm also tighter in condition. 116 kilograms on the left, pre-spondylosis. I'm now 117 kilograms, but obviously tighter as well. Worth noting is that I'm 117 and I haven't had a single refeed day since this prep began. So that's 117 piled in. Back in 2020, I used to give myself one a week. So remember, I actually went below, I went to about 114.5, but I filled back up to 116. So me at 117 is actually my lowest point. It's very, very probable that I'm 2 or 3 kilograms heavier than I was then. Obviously better condition. So anyway, that's the end of my story. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. She knows all about it. I've probably bored her to fucking ad nauseum. Positivity to start this video is I've got my 6-year anniversary coming up, merchandise coming, some t-shirts to commemorate this fact. I'm also going to be putting on deals onto my Instagram, but I'm going to be showing some of the clothing on my lovely model here and this other model here. Not so lovely, but still. So as I mentioned, I've got my 6-year anniversary of my business. To commemorate, I'm going to be putting on different deals, basically offering some form of discount onto my existing coaching service. And of course, a freebie, let me get this in, and some Ryan Mackin's RM merchandise as well. I have this color, black sleeveless, black jumpers as well. So I'm going to be putting these on sale to my clients and for anyone else who does want one. Historically, in the last like 3 or 4 years, I've done certain things to commemorate my anniversary. April 2016, I was actually coaching for about 1.5 years before that. Finally took the plunge and I left my job at the time, made coaching my full-time job. So 6 years I've been doing this now. I would honestly argue it's been the best decision I've made in my professional career. What it's done is it's enabled me to have a lot more freedom with my life, enabled me to follow my passion, it's enabled me to help thousands of other people achieving their goals. As much as it may sound a bit corny, it's actually incredibly rewarding. Not for 1 second do I take it for granted. I am very, very grateful to be in the position that I'm in to be able to help people the way I can. When it goes well, it's an amazing job. And the truth of the matter is all jobs have their drawbacks and it doesn't always go to plan. Very fortunate to say that I wake up every single day and I do enjoy my job. I'm gonna show my little helper now. Well, that didn't go to plan. Let me try that again. Yes.
Yeah, do.
You're my little helper when you put it on. Your eyes.
It's not that exciting.
Sorry, we can edit this out. The models do now.
They go like this, don't they? Just look at something that's not actually there.
We'll just do it together then. Ready?
Lovely material. Really, really soft.
There, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot better than the other batch.
Yeah, definitely. So, yes, get your colours, and anyway, we're off to train legs. Let's do it. So we decided to take a day out to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Maybe go on some rides, I'm not sure. The older I've got, the more harsh rides seem to have become. You going on rides today?
Yeah. When you're a kid, you have like no fear.
Yeah, weird, isn't it, right?
But as an adult, you're like, what if it breaks? Is this made right? How old is this? How long has this been here? Is this screw loose?
Yeah. I remember when I was younger and I went with someone who was older and they were like, oh, I feel so nauseous after. And I was like, oh, shut up, Grandad. I was in my head, yeah. About 3 or 4 years ago, I went and I felt nauseous. And I was like, fuck, am I just, like, am I that boring twat now?
Actually got paracetamol and water in my bag. I'm prepared.
On with the food prep, because it's important. Never skip a beat. We're good for the day, so now just time to enjoy. Or try. I'm not scared. Are you scared?
I don't want to weave myself.
Does it go up or down? I thought it goes up. I'm not just saying this, I am actually scared. When I was younger, I didn't give a fuck. Now I'm old. All of a sudden I'm a pussy. Yeah, it's too risky there.
I hope that don't fall off. Don't let go. Go on there.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm only on it for So we only went on there to get a video of it. And they're like, no, you can't do that, mate. Fuck me. Right, so anyway, we went on twice. Amy made stupid faces and I kept the straight face. So...
Should we go on it again? That's what mine was. I just came with the big one.
Come on, son. Come on, boy.
Your eyes watering. So we made it. No, actually, you won't see it, but you know what? On the last ride we went, it was called Icon.
Yeah.
She was going, no, hold on. And it's like,
Well, it was a good co-workout.
I was trying to enjoy myself, and it's.
He was like, this ride is so pleasant, and I was like,
So it was on the big one, on the Pepsi Max. Wouldn't let anyone else on until I got my GoPro out, which was in my inside pocket, which I pretended had no battery. They're like, no, we saw you using it. So they actually stopped the ride and made me delete the videos. for security reasons.
So Ryan said that he would treat me to a day out. I was trying to get us 2-for-1 tickets. And to him, Ryan, we should pre-book. He said it would be fine to rock up on the day. And she says, yeah, that's £46 please each. And he goes, what? I was like, babe, what were you expecting? It's a theme park. So basically he thought it was fair.
Yeah, I didn't realise Blackpool Pleasure Beach was a proper theme park. I thought it was just a couple of slides. You know, just a couple of rides, like a fucking fun fair or something. But actually it's really big, and I understand the price was the price for a reason. And then I beeped going through the scanner. So the guy went through my bag and he was like, yeah, you're not supposed to bring your own food in here. I thought it was 46 quid to get in. Like, I'll bring as much scran as I want. But I was just like, we have specific dietary needs. And the guy was like, it's fine. So we went in, and then yeah, he got told off for recording. I did have us at the Pepsi Max, which was the biggest in Europe. I don't know if it still is or whatever. Actually, I put it away really quick because I was like, it's gonna fucking drop. But the footage I did have is gone. Never mind, it's not that important anyway. But anyway, that was a fucking good day. It was a lovely, lovely day. Thank you so much. Anytime. Love you. So what have we come to do?
Watch the sunrise.
And what's the problem?
It's over that way and there's trees in the way and it's cloudy. Show them the view though.
Yeah. So it would be nice if we could look at that. Can't believe you didn't know most heat was lost from your head.
I'm getting prep first. And heat isn't lost. It's only transferred. How cloudy it is.
Couldn't have picked a worse day. Well, it was a nice idea. Oh well. Costa?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my moment trying to be romantic, what do you reckon?
Wah, wah, wah.